Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been almost a year. We'll say it's been almost a year. Last time we talked, we had just moved into this house and we had very little furniture. We didn't have washer, dryer, or anything like that in the house. We had maybe a couch, and we pretty much started from scratch in this house. But I've decided this year I want to post more consistently. I also have a lot of goals or resolutions that I would like to incorporate in my daily life this year, because 2025 I feel like I gave myself ample enough time to partially sort myself out, but I'm not fully sorted, obviously. So in today's video we're going to talk about my homemaking resolutions for this year, because as you guys know, I'm a stay-at-home mom of 2. And both of my kids are officially in school. My youngest started school this year, and so I want to, well, this school year, last year technically. And I really want to establish some resolutions that will keep me on track, but also open up a lot of my time, because I have more free time, so to speak, and I want to try to use it wisely. So we're going to talk about our resolutions, our homemaking resolutions for this year. So one of the first resolutions that I want to establish this year is a cleaning routine. Just wash the dishes with you. I want to establish a consistent cleaning routine. Breaking down the tasks, maybe creating an actual schedule for my cleaning, because we don't have a big home. We have a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house. It's not very big. We live in a house that shouldn't take too much work. Sorry. Shouldn't take too much work to keep clean, but when you have kids who actually play in your home, kids who live here, there is a tendency for things to be everywhere. And I tend to want to do it all at once in one day or in a couple hours. And I have this tendency to be the person that'll come in, look at it all, and then just try to tackle it all at the same time. And I don't know if that's just a me thing, an ADHD thing, or growing up in the house that I grew up in, where Saturdays was the day where you kind of power cleaned and everything got cleaned up at once. I don't know. But I know that I do not want to continue my cleaning routines to be that way. So, establishing a weekly cleaning routine. Another thing I would really like to do is commit to decluttering my space once a month, because, you know, with kids, things accumulate very quickly, whether it's arts and crafts from school or things they find outside, toys that people gift them because, you know, birthdays and things. And I just want to commit to decluttering once a month. We did it during Christmas, and it was fantastic because we were able to get rid of a bunch of toys before Christmas. And then so when Christmas came, there weren't as many toys that they didn't play with, just kind of lying around the house, on top of the gifts that they were given from us and from everyone else. So that kind of established that idea that if we declutter once a month, we won't have to worry about it, because we started decluttering around November. By the time Christmas came, we were good. There weren't toys everywhere. Right now, it's a lot easier for them to clean up after themselves, which frees up a lot of time for me, because I feel like they would clean and then I would be right behind them cleaning up whatever popped up that they didn't see. So, makes it easier for them. Makes them want to clean more because there's less things for them to clean up, because the mess is smaller. So that's another thing, decluttering. Another thing that I want to commit to is meal prepping. I used to meal prep all the time. In our old house, I meal prepped a lot because we had long drives from our house to the school, because we lived about 45 minutes away from the school our kids go to. And we no longer live that far, thankfully. But we did live a good ways away. And I meal prepped out of ease to make my own life easier. But then I stopped because I didn't have the same urgency to meal prep. But now I would like to not so much meal prep, but meal plan. Plan my meals for the week or for 2 weeks or whatever. We usually grocery shop every 2 weeks. I know a lot of people do weekly grocery shopping, but for me personally and financially speaking, it is just easier for our house to meal plan for 2 weeks at a time because we grocery shop for 2 weeks at a time. And so that way I know what meat we need and what other ingredients we need. I mostly cook a majority, I would say like almost 90% of our meals are from scratch. And that's just easier on me. I tend to make our bread. I tend to, cook whole meals. We don't really have convenience foods because I feel like convenience foods don't last as long in our home. And it's just healthier not to have convenience foods for us. But I want to become more on top of that, if you know what I'm saying. Another thing that I would really like to establish this year in our home would be more family traditions. Most of our family traditions are exclusively holiday based. So a lot of them are just around Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Epiphany, things like that. And we don't have anything like a weekly game night or monthly family trips or day trips or anything of that nature. So I would love to incorporate more game nights because that seems to be the easiest and the most affordable. We recently found our Nintendo Switch, and the kids really love Just Dance. So I think if we could do something like that weekly, where we can get together as a family in our home and do something fun and enjoyable, whether it's painting, arts and crafts, video games, card games, board games, something that'll establish us to play together as a group. I also think that it's a bonding experience because families that I've met that have a weekly game night or a weekly tradition that they do, I've noticed are very close and enjoy spending time together. And I think that that's something we really, really want to incorporate in our family this year. Another one that I want to establish is a self-care routine. I have had a tendency to completely neglect myself over the years. And I went through a phase, where I fell into a pretty serious depression. It led to an ADHD diagnosis, and I realized that along with my ADHD, that I was also completely neglecting myself. I wasn't properly caring for my skin, my hair. I love makeup. I completely stopped doing my makeup. I stopped dyeing my hair. I used to dye my hair crazy colors all the time because I genuinely enjoyed it, but I just completely neglected myself, and it was not good. So, a proper self-care routine, whether it's going out, window shopping, or maybe taking myself out for a coffee or watching a movie or whatever it is that works for me. Something to refresh myself and kind of make myself feel better so that I'm ready to take care of my family. Because I didn't do that for a very long time. I spent years completely disregarding my own needs, and it has not been good. And the last and final thing that I would love to establish in our home is, you can see back here, greenery, flower, nature. I think it's been 2-3 years now that I discovered gardening. And I know it's a trend, and I know everyone's doing it, and I know there's like this whole homesteader movement that has happened recently. But when I actually started practicing gardening, I say practicing because that's what I'm currently doing, because I have had very little luck the past 3 years. Last year was my first year that I saw the fruits of my labor, so to speak. And we got a watermelon and cucumber, lots of cherry tomatoes, cilantro, and I was able to add those into our meals. And what a difference growing your own food makes. And I started it. I failed the first year, tried again, failed the second year. Last year was the first year where I saw something. So year 3 was kind of my year. And that showed me that my persistence was working. So I really want to incorporate more of nature into our home. Aside from just gardening outside, I want to be able to bring that inside and grow my own flowers, grow my own food, and be able to bring it inside and feel proud of what I did. And the fact that we're able to eat something that I worked so hard to grow or to build. And like, I absolutely love lilies. I want to incorporate some lilies. I want to grow them outside, and so that I can have a constant flow of flowers in the home and see the things that I grew here. My husband has brought in quite a few things. He brought me this earlier this year, and I have a pothos that he bought that is like 4 feet in length already. We have this was one of the very first plants we brought into the home, and it's a year old almost now, and it's still thriving. These lilies I bought myself recently because I saw them and I thought they were beautiful, and I never heard of a rose. This is a rose lily, and I never heard of a rose lily. And I saw it and I thought it was gorgeous, and I want to see if I can find some seeds of those because I have other lilies that I want to grow. This was something really nice that our church incorporated during October, which is Miscarriage and Stillbirth Awareness Month. And we, if you guys don't know this, we lost a baby almost 5 years ago now. And so I thought this was really, really nice. A nice way of kind of a nice little commemorative gift, so to speak, that I will have to repot it soon. But I think the greenery just brings in a happiness into the home. And I really want to incorporate that more into the home. And I would love to get more plants. I think I'm going to start propagating a lot of our house plants that we already have. I would love to propagate them so that I can have more throughout the house. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoy. Share with me your 2025 resolutions, because I would absolutely love to hear especially the ones for in the home. I know a lot of people have career goals and education goals and things like that. I would love to hear your home goals. What are your goals for your home this year in 2025? Till next time, bye. Oh, and one last one. I want to get back on the sourdough bandwagon. Okay, bye.